Us Brits are among the fattest in the world.
Run for the Nando's!
It's a national crisis, and for some it's a matter of life or death.
There is no hope. There is no hope for him.
If she carries on, she will die young.
Welcome to a supersized summer camp that claims to have the answers to tackling the obesity epidemic.
Diets and boot camps don't work because we're forcing something on somebody that they may not be ready for.
But its methods are controversial.
Nice big healthy lunch?
Oh, yeah.
The kids dine out on fast food.
Now it's being greedy, Jordan.
How am I being greedy? What, 2 bits of milk? Would you drink that? Would you drink that thing?
Chips and pizza are on the menu.
My first impressions of the food, I would like more, obviously. That's why I'm here.
And the staff are barely older than the campers themselves.
Did anyone play with their Barbies when they were little?
They're ridiculous. They don't have a clue. I'm telling you, they don't have a clue.
For some campers, it'll be the longest 5 weeks of their lives.
So hard.
But for others, it's life-changing. Does this radical approach work? And is this really the answer to teenage obesity?
What a waste of effort and time.
Our camp gets results.
I'm going to go with the chips and a burger. Get that belly moving up and down! Jiggle, 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 jiggle.
It's week 1 at Europe's only residential weight loss camp for young people. The 86 campers should all be in exercise sessions.
Right, you've got to start making attention to the ball.
But 13-year-old Stephen is refusing to take part.
I'm missing home, and I just wanted to pack my bags and go home.
Since your parents are saying you stay, you might as well get stuck in and get it done. Why do you do that?
Oh, baby, man, I'll leave. Fair enough. Not let me go. I'll go myself.
You're not going to be able to get in there. You understand that? Stephen, you're not going to be able to get in there. Come on. Stephen, look at it. Why are you making us do this? I don't want to have to run like this. Come on. Right, give us 2 minutes. Sit on there. Let's go and have a chat with him.
It can be difficult for these kids. Someone who's never been away from home, never away from their parents, and then they're doing things that they've never done as well, so it's all very intimidating. It's a new environment, which is intimidating alone. It just takes a bit of time.
Don't think so, right?
I just don't want to stay here.
Just like you just homesick.
Yeah, I just don't want to stay anymore.
Stephen lives with his mum and dad in Scarborough and weighs nearly 14 stone.
I normally spend my money on like loads of food, like burgers, chips. It makes me feel quite sad when I'm at school when they're calling me stuff. But I just have to put up with it.
All of Stephen's family are trying to help him lose weight, including his nan.
What you having, Steve? You've cut down, haven't you?
Yeah, 2.
2? I thought you only had 1 now.
Oh, 1.5, I think.
I think 1 will be enough. We tried with him, you know, to cut him down and that, but he'll still sneak and get something.
Stephen is a keen member of his local cadets. His ambition is to join the army.
The army, I think it's teaching him respect and discipline, and I want to keep him on the straight and narrow. I want him to go down paths that are going to open doors for him. That's it. Beautiful. Arms up.
That is one of my motivations, yeah. You've got to be quite fit to get in the army, to, like, run around in the battlefield and that. But what I need to do mostly is just stop eating all, like, fatty foods and start eating healthy.
Stephen, you like pet pork, don't you?
Yes, please.
Once he's got that weight off him and he's got more confidence in himself, I think that'll, you know, be the making of him.
The staff have persuaded Stephen to stay. But a few days later, and he's still struggling to cope with the structure and rules.
Leave my shit alone. Leave my shit alone. Why? Don't touch me, bitch. Don't touch me, bitch. I've only got that one.
I feel self-conscious, so I don't want to do anything, so which one would that be?
Yeah.
It's always too cold outside, you don't do it. Which one would that be? Yeah, that's situational. So what I want you to do is work your way along it, and then try and get to the end. But each one,
Snitches.
pick it up and read it.
That's one thing I do fucking
Each
hate.
one that's a star, you pick up and read it. You'll either say hop, skip,
The thing I've been doing is just, flicking their ears. I love winding people up. It's funny as.
Yeah, Stephen, will you come sit on these red chairs, please, for a sec? We just need a little chat, buddy.
Stephen has been summoned to see camp leader Tay.
I've heard that a staff member has asked you to go into isolation on the table. You downright refused. And I just want you to know that that kind of stuff doesn't fly. You listen to every member of staff, I don't care who it is. We're all trying to help. We're not trying to single you out. We're not trying to get you in trouble, because we want what's best for you. We want you to develop from here in every way possible. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to go into isolation, all right? Is that all right?
That's fine.
Okay?
Yep.
All right. Good man. Let's not let it happen again, all right?
All right.
Cheers, buddy. Hopefully you took it on board and listened, and we'll go from there. Hopefully this is the end of it.
Stephen will have to stay in isolation until staff decide that he has learnt his lesson.
My behaviour has been I have been a little bit silly throughout the days. But it's mostly just like I'm missing home and I just want to go home.
The camp was founded 16 years ago by leading childhood obesity expert Professor Paul Gately to help kids like Stephen.
It's not a boot camp. We don't force anyone to do anything, but we do work with them and encourage them and support them, because 1 in 3 children have a weight-related problem that will both shorten their life and reduce the quality of their life.
Over 5 weeks, the campers are put through an intensive course of workshops and exercise sessions, led by a staff of volunteers with a background in sports science, nutrition and education.
We found, as we've worked through different staff mixes, that actually a younger workforce relates much better to the young people on camp.
14-year-old Sebastian is already standing out because of his positive attitude.
I describe Sebastian as very polite. He's, once again, hard-working. He does everything he's told. Very organised. Likes to keep his room clean.
The campers are responsible for cleaning their own dorms.
I've cleaned the dorms in the last 2.5 weeks for like 7 times, I think. I am very hygiene conscious that everything normally has to be clean. This one was on the desk. I actually really enjoy cleaning. I can't understand how people live in dirt, so even the smallest things really annoy me. I enjoy it in a way. Sometimes it relaxes me, so it's just fun in my eyes. And this has been bothering me for ages.
Sebastian, I think that's the light.
Switch off the lights. You are absolutely kidding me, right? That has been bothering me the whole time I was in this room.
Sebastian is over 6 foot tall and weighs 19 stone.
When I look at myself, I normally degrade myself because I'm definitely overweight. I'm not even surprised if I'll be classed as obese. I'm never sure what people think of me because people judge you on how you look before they even know you, and I've had that very often.
Sebastian was born in the UK, but moved to Switzerland with his family when he was just 4 years old. His size has always been a problem, and in the past led to bullying at school.
Children started commenting and making fun of my weight, and then I became incredibly unhappy, incredibly scared.
And they would call him nasty names, and they would say that he's fat and he's not somebody that can stand up for himself in that very moment, so he would quite often cry in front of those children, which then sort of triggered their will to carry on with the bullying.
As a result of the bullying, Sebastian finds it hard to make friends with boys his own age and spends most of his time with his sister.
We eat together, we laugh together, we wake up and go to school every morning.
Although the problems at school were dealt with, Sebastian still finds it hard to eat in front of people.
There are days where I hardly eat anything at school, so when I get home, I just raid the fridge.
As soon as he steps foot into the house, he's in his element. He's got control over the fridge and the cupboards, but he never turns to a carrot. It's always the crisp that he goes for.
I'm hungry, I don't know what I fancy, so I'll eat everything that I can get my hands on. I sit in front of the TV and I just eat.
Now his parents have paid for him to go to camp, hoping he can deal with some of his issues and perhaps find new friends.
So today we're going to be talking about self-identity and think good, feel good. Is it just Josh?
This morning, Sebastian is in a workshop which focuses on building confidence.
Self-esteem is how happy we are about ourselves on the inside, who we are as a person, and body confidence is how we feel about ourselves on the outside, the way that we look physically. And particularly today, we will be talking about some things that are quite personal.
In all the conversations I've had with kids that are overweight and obese, many of them talk in a way that it's almost like daily torture is what they go through. People are picking on them, people are judging them, people are calling them names, and it just isn't a nice place to be. And it certainly isn't a nice place to be for a teenager.
Does anyone here ever been bullied for anything? Quite a few people are putting their hands up now. So a lot of these things that we find with bullies, a lot of the time, bullies will pick on you just because they want to pick on you. Was something they could see from a distance. They won't bother to come to you, take the time to get to know you. It's a lot of the time visual things.
Sebastian and the group have been asked to write a list of what they think is good and bad about themselves.
Jot down how you would like people to describe you, or how you feel people would describe you. So I say I'm a boy, I'm good at maths.
Writing the bad things down, it wasn't really easy. It was hard because, again, it brought back all the memories, and it just really made me sad. I just got a bit emotional, and then I went outside because I was scared that if I would cry in front of the other boys, they would laugh. I'm always scared that that list is going to be in the back of my head. Names that I've been called. One can't stop thinking about them sometimes, and whenever one wants to do something, one thinks about that list, and it kind of degrades you in a way.
So what got you upset? Was it just thinking about these things, or?
Past.
The past? What sort of things?
Bullying. Main thing.
Yeah. Although other people may think of these as a negative thing, are they always? So sometimes there might be personal opinions, but also things like being controlling. Is that a bad thing? I know that sometimes people might say to you, "Oh my God, you might be controlling," and you'd be like, "Oh God, I am." And see that? Do you know, like we said, like that video with when someone says "like a girl," should it be an insult? It shouldn't be. So there's lots of things like that. Drop out these ones. So these are all really good things about you. And you know, there's some of these on here that I've not really seen before. So, you know, hygienic, that's a really good one. It's a really good thing to have in your life. Do you want to rip it up?
You can throw it.
Yes.
Throw it up
you can throw it up there if you want.
You
You want to rip it up?
You can get rid of it.
Right.
Yeah!
Sebastian might have thrown away his worries, but he's too neat and tidy to drop litter. It's lunchtime.
Can I get sweet and sour chicken?
Children who grow up obese are likely to die 10 years younger than kids who are a healthy weight. But mealtimes on camp offer some surprising options.
There's not bad foods, there's only bad diets. So therefore, it's about helping them understand I can have chips and I can have a pizza, but I need to mix that with pasta dishes and salad dishes. It's about trying to get it right 80% of the time, and the weight will take care of itself. If they're sticking to the sort of principles and the rules that we've given them, it's much easier to manage their weight for the future.
Just that, thank you.
15-year-old twins, Amy and Beth, are finding it hard to settle in.
Parents are like rock hard, aren't they?
Roughly half of the campers are paid for privately. The others, like Amy and Beth, are sent by the NHS or their local authority.
I got referred by my doctor because I've got hypertension, that's high blood pressure. It could result in strokes and heart attacks.
Twin sister Beth is at risk of developing the same conditions.
We're the same size, we're going through the same things. If it doesn't stop, I probably get it as well.
Obesity is recognised as the modern-day plague. 85% of kids who are overweight and obese during childhood will be overweight and obese adults. So it will cost our society lots of money, but the impact on those lives will be significant. So therefore, addressing it early is absolutely a must.
The girls each weigh 16 stone.
I don't think we really have a relationship with food, do we? I think it's just an excuse. We just use it as comfort, when we're not got anything else to do, bored, upset.
I choose the wrong types of foods. So, say, if I went out with friends, I'd rather go get a McDonald's than, a salad.
It's not only the twins who have a dangerous relationship with food. Their mum Louise has battled with various eating disorders for decades.
I started off with bulimia, which is eating and vomiting. And unfortunately, I've turned the other way now where I just eat very, very little. And my weight's dropped, and it's just, I'd rather starve than be sick. And that's not a message I want to give to the children.
I think it's really strange living with a parent who's on the opposite spectrum of an eating disorder. It's a bit strange having a parent who's under-eating as we're overeating.
The girls have been sent to camp by their doctor to try and address their own food issues. But a few days in, and Beth is finding it hard to cope being away from her mum.
Beth's not really happy with staying here at the camp, so we're making a decision whether to go back or stay.
Amy calls their mum to discuss the situation.
She's just not interested in, she's not getting involved with anyone else. She's just got a mindset on coming home.
Are you being mean to her or something?
No. She's got one person she's talking to, and she's not interested in anyone else. She won't get involved properly in, activities and stuff, so what does she expect?
Okay, so if you're all got a thing...
I think this really isn't for Beth, and I think she's quite uncomfortable here. She just wants to be with family and friends.
It's the next day, and Beth has decided she wants to go home.
I think they'll kind of miss each other, but then I think it's a good chance for them each to have individual time, where people get that this is just Amy and Beth gets a bit of time at home with me and her friends as just Beth. I think they'll do all right without each other, though. Fingers crossed.
For the first time in their lives, twins Beth and Amy will be apart.
So you think you're going to miss Beth? I don't know. I know it's not like she's going somewhere random, it's just that she's going home, so that's fine. Yeah. So, I don't think I'll miss her as much, but I think it's just going to be more weird. It's just going to be generally weird, not a bit Beth being there. It'll be fine.
Beth left me a letter, and it says, Amy, I wish I could stay longer with you, but I'm so proud and I know you will do amazing. Remember, I love you infinite amounts. I am, and I will be thinking of you every minute. Love you lots, Betty. Bit awkward. I don't like being on my own in a room. It's really boring, and it's really uncomfortable on a night, but I'm all right, it's all right. I'm so depressing. How depressing am I? People are gonna start crying.
Phone calls home are restricted to 3 times a week, and all mobile devices are taken off the kids in the hope they will focus on the camp and socialise with one another. But being away from family and friends can be very difficult.
If I can deal with my homesickness the way that I want to deal with my weight, and I want to deal with my weight very extremely, then that would be just better for all of us.
I'd say it's getting to me a bit, yeah, like missing everyone at home, my friends, like missing parties and stuff. I'd say that's getting to me. I am missing a couple of things while I'm at camp, like my mum and my dad and my dog and my PlayStation.
10 days into the course, and Stephen has made a decision. Still missing home and unable to cope with life at camp, he's packed his bags and wants to leave.
You've got a decision to make. You've got a really good opportunity here to set a really good example, to show all your friends at home, show all your family. Like, potentially show the world how good you can be. Stephen was very much one thing or the other, it seemed. There was a lot of times he might be crying that he wants to stay or crying that he wants to leave. And it must be it's at a difficult age, the kind of early adolescence, where he's not sure what he wants to be, not sure what he wants to do.
Oh, yeah.
Stephen's been allowed to phone his parents.
Can you come pick me up, please? No, I've packed my bags and everything. I want to leave.
What are you like?
No, but I want to come home. So I don't like it. I've packed my bags and everything.
You're doing so well. You're nearly 2 weeks in, yeah? Just because you've had one little hiccup, you put behind you and you get on with it. Steve.
What?
Don't quit.
All right.
Don't quit.
Yeah.
Granddad's watching you. Yeah? You'll come on.
I'm not used to hearing them words off my dad. It made me a little bit emotional.
Stephen's granddad died 4 years ago.
My granddad meant a lot to me. I always used to spend the days with him, and it just really meant a lot to me.
He loved his granddad. He was just a nice bloke. He was just a down-to-earth bloke. He told you black was black and white was white. Yeah, he was a nice guy, was my dad.
Once I heard my granddad's name mentioned, I was like, I've got to carry on. I don't want to make him upset or unproud of me.
Stephen decides to give the camp one more go. Every day, the campers are required to complete at least 3 hours of physical exercise.
I guess it's hard, like some things like swimming and stuff that I like, then there's other things like running and stuff that they make you do that I don't really like.
I really don't like football and stuff. I hate this, and I can be just the goalkeeper and I still just standing and don't do nothing. I really hate this so much.
This morning, the girls are in the gym playing dodgeball.
Got you, Chloe! Chloe! Don't you dare pretend I didn't get your head!
But without her twin sister, Amy is struggling to find her place in the group.
Fat bitch coming through. I hate dodgeball, it's so bad. And I can't play dodgeball, so I thought there's no point. No one goes by the rules either. You get hit by the ball and you pretend that you haven't, even though about half the people there have seen them. What the heck, are you joking? I didn't get hit by the ball, I'm still in. No, you're not. So if they're not going to play by the rules, I'm not. What the hell? Get away, I'm not out. I am not out. She caught it, you're out. Please, you're out. You ginger bitch.
Amy is one of the heaviest girls at camp and seems to have lost her motivation.
Ow, what are you doing?
Got in my way, sorry.
The staff are worried about her attitude and its potential impact on her progress.
Amy's quite difficult in changing her mind. So if she's set on not doing something, she won't do it. I think Amy does need to focus a bit more, to kind of engage a bit more. So obviously the more she's engaging and focusing, the more she's going to learn. So we can kind of help her think about the long-term plan.
Every week, campers take part in a 2-mile challenge running a cross-country route around the campus.
3, 2, 1, go!
The challenge is not about the time it takes to complete the course, but the attitude the campers show towards it.
The 2-mile challenge on camp is a really useful indication of both the campers' fitness and also their motivation to lose weight. It's really good to see which of our campers are really going to push themselves and which ones we might need to push to turn around.
Amy doesn't seem keen.
I'm walking it, not running it. It's been raining really badly all day, but it's actually getting better now. But it's really slippery, so I'm not falling over. I'm gonna walk it.
Amy's attitude seems to be rubbing off on others. Her new friend, 14-year-old Rinat from Israel, is also refusing to run.
I hate the 2-mile challenge so much.
I think it's all right, but this weather's just catastrophic.
Yes, it's so...
really nasty that they're making us walk in this weather.
Come on, come on.
Can you leave the house, please? That's okay.
While the rest of the campers push on through the rain, Amy and Rinat have found a shortcut.
Bye, guys. I can swear this is the funniest thing ever.
But their rebellion doesn't last long.
We got disqualified for cheating. Disqualified.
Amy is still a long way from succeeding at camp.
They have crushed my dreams.
It's halfway through the course, and Amy has been told to pack an overnight bag for this week's off-site excursion. Today, everyone's going camping.
I don't think this is worth going camping at all. I'd rather sleep here. I think I might start crying in a minute, literally. It's horrendous. I'm off. I'm not going. I have to go tell Leah I'm not going. I'm staying here. Excuse me, I'm not going camping.
Why?
I'm not going.
Why?
I'm not going.
The staff wouldn't take no for an answer. Everyone, including Amy, is on board.
Whilst teaching them their physical activity skills are important, it's also really important that they're having fun. If you see them enjoying it, that's maybe making a positive association with the healthy lifestyle.
Some holidays are supposed to be like, oh, going on holiday, sunbathing, having ice cream, not sleeping in a cold tent with bugs and rain.
How long are we walking for? I swear to God.
Every Wednesday have a treat, and this Wednesday we went camp. I hated it.
As part of the fun, the camp leaders also want the campers to build their own tents.
All right, go on then, guys. What have we got? There you go.
We need a bit of teamwork. People need to put some more effort in. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not very good in woodlands. There's too many trees for me.
Oh, this is disgusting. There is a bird poop.
Ah!
It's not what 14-year-old Rinat is used to.
I thought it's going to be like really something that like a vacation from the camp.
Oh, this is awful.
It was like a punishment.
At home in Israel, Rinat usually gets her own way.
I'm like, I think, the manager of this house.
I say something, people do it.
She's funny, she's loud, she's self-minded. But it's Rinat.
Rinat has taken over every available wardrobe in the house.
I'm like the only one in my family that have like 3 closets. I have here a lot of my shoes and my bags. I have like it's opening, and I have like some weeks I'm going like every day for shopping, and I can buy like every day 5 things, 6 things.
Rinat's parents employ a full-time housekeeper.
My maid I ask her something, she will make me. It's like I ask her to make me cake for school or to make me anything. She just do it.
She lives with her mum, dad, and younger brother. But when it comes to her weight, she takes after her father.
My mom is skinny, and my brother is skinny, is like my mom, and my father is fat, and I am like round.
Despite weighing over 12 stone, Rinat just can't motivate herself to lose any weight.
I really hate exercise. It's like so hard. You can't really like it because it's hard. You must make your body move and like be tired and working hard. So no, it's absolutely disgusting, I think.
So this summer, Rinat was sent to camp by her parents, who decided not to tell her exactly what she was in for.
I thought it's like a sport camp. That's what my dad told me. Like, I didn't thought it's like a overweight camp, like fat camp.
Her dad, bless her, literally convinced her she was going to like a traditional English camp, which she'd gone to before. And, you know, where they learn English, they get to go shopping in Oxford Street. She rocks up to Bradford with her £10 budget a week.
No, this is awful. Oh my God, where am I supposed to sleep?
Kicking you out.
No, see, look, there is like this place, okay?
We noticed in the first few weeks, particularly with Rinat, that she likes to get her own way, and when she doesn't get her own way, she will let the staff know about it.
I can't hold it because then my hands will be dirty. We come for vacation, we don't come to work, we pay on this place.
No vacation on this camp, my love. Oh, no, 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 no.
This is a vacation because this is a summer vacation and we pay much money, so please tell them to do it. Because you do it like... Sorry, honey. Come on, what is wrong with this stick? I give up.
Rinat's not the only one dreading a night under canvas.
I'm not even interested in building a tent or even being here. Like, seriously, it's just disgusting. I can't sleep outside. I feel like a homeless person.
It's really bad. I didn't know it was going to be this bad. Literally, I'm not liking it. The floor is rock hard.
I prefer to sleep in my toilet. This is our tent. The floor is so dirty, like everything is sand. And this is like disgusting. I don't understand how we're supposed to sleep here. I prefer to sleep on the grass with the bugs and everything. This is not possible.
I mean, we were all like having quite a bad time, but I think Rinat, she was just like, oh no, it's such a punishment. Like, I don't want to be here.
There is no place for us. We have like 2 or 3 more girls.
You have to budge up.
No, but why? We're sardines? I don't understand.
Yeah.
We're sardines. I look like a sardine. I'm not thin like a sardine, so we can be sardines, okay? No way I'm going to sleep next to all the stinky legs. No
Okay, how
way.
about then these guys move a little bit more down?
This is horrible.
Rinat really wasn't impressed by the sleeping arrangements. She didn't want to stay in a tent, but I was encouraging her to stay outside, get involved with all the other girls, because quite frankly, none of them really wanted to stay in the tent.
Come on then, let's go find your room.
Oh my God, you give me a room?
Yeah, give you a room, Rinat. Come on, let's go.
Yes.
Get in there.
Thank you, Leah. You're the best.
Wait,
you know you're my favorite stuff,
know,
right?
I
You know it. If you want something, do everything you can to get it. Because then you get it, and that's all. You don't need to just say, fine, I will sleep in the tent. No, you need to fight what you want, and then you will get it. Oh my God, it's going to be like the best night. You're going to do a party.
I was thinking to have a slumber party.
Rinat could definitely have stayed outside, but sometimes, yeah, just to keep the peace, it is just easier to let her go inside.
The camp staff have planned an unusual evening of entertainment, kicking off with a raw onion eating competition.
Trial night for me is a bit like our version of I'm a Celebrity. We know that those things are what draw stronger relationships between our staff and our children.
I thought that the staff trials were hilarious.
I don't really know why they do the staff trials and stuff like that. I just sat and watched. I didn't get involved. Didn't want to get involved.
The entertainment culminates in a challenge to drink 4 litres of milk.
I can see how people might look at elements of the staff trial night and say, well, that's not appropriate. But they're not looking at the whole context of camp. And we've been doing this for 20-odd years with very successful results.
Having spent most of the summer together, the kids are forming strong friendships. 14-year-old Sebastian has always found it hard to make friends with boys his age. But here, surrounded by boys who have also struggled with their weight, he's finding it easier.
I do miss sweets, I mean, it's weird.
What about chocolate? What chocolate could you eat right now, sir?
Any chocolate. I can literally eat any chocolate. I've got on actually with a lot of boys, more than expected. I don't really have anybody who I don't like. I get along with everybody, so at the moment everything's good and I hope it stays like that.
Sebastian has become good friends with 17-year-old Jordan.
Sebastian's really nice. He's like from, is it Sweden? Is it Sweden? I think it's oh my God. Okay. Switzerland. Switzerland, that's it, isn't it?
Essex boy Jordan weighs 18 stone and is the youngest of 4 brothers.
My mum and dad are quite large, like quite stocky, quite big. And my brothers are like quite skinny, all skinny.
All our 3 brothers were all in the football. So always active, always out on a Sunday, Saturday. Jordan was always at home, so I think food was his comfort.
Jordan knows he shouldn't weigh so much.
I think people would judge me if, like, look at that fat boy over there or something like that.
But he just can't help himself.
Can I get an ice cream, please?
I've tried to encourage him to lose weight.
That's 160, please.
Thank you
very much. Thank you. Wait for your change.
Every night, come home, have a nice meal. I've always cooked for all the boys. And, but when he goes out, takeaways, isn't it? Like, quick and spare at the moment, just takeaways and stuff.
Jordan's weight problems began when he turned 13 and was able to go out on his own.
I started putting on weight by eating junk food, like just takeaways from like a Chinese shop or Indian shop.
Me telling Jordan that, stop eating that, it's not good for you, it's like he don't want to listen.
Jordan knows he needs to learn the self-discipline to help him lose weight. Today, it's Parents' Day, the first time that the campers will have seen their mums and dads since the start of the course.
It's important to talk to them about what they've learned, what those experiences have been, to go away as a family and try and put some of those things into practice. And I say try because it is always work in progress.
Oh, I've missed you.
Jordan's mum and brother have travelled 200 miles from Essex to surprise him.
I can't wait to see Jordan. I'm really excited. Come on, Zach. What are you
Brother,
saying?
yes. Yeah.
Oh, happy.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Oh, you happy? Oh, yeah. So I felt very emotional when I saw my mum. I was like, very emotional, but I didn't want to show it. I'm over the moon that they've actually travelled 4 hours just to come see me. I'm really like shocked and I'm just like, so happy. They said you're not coming.
It's not just a chance to see his family.
Are you taking me out anywhere?
Maybe.
Oh, please take me. Please just take me out. I want to get out of here.
Where do you want to go?
Anywhere. Just anywhere.
We're taking you out to something to eat, mate.
Where are we going? No.
Surprise you, mate.
Take me now. Take me right now.
And Jordan hasn't forgotten his new mate, Sebastian.
I said to my mum that Sebastian's parents ain't gonna come because they live abroad. And I said to my mum, let's take Sebastian with us to the restaurant.
This is the first meal since the boys arrived at camp, where they can eat what they want.
It's absolutely delicious.
I'm so happy. I'm happy about eating this food.
It's also a chance to reflect on what they've learnt.
So the day you leave here, what would you gain home with? What would you take home with you?
Wait.
No, what like skills or experience would you take home with you and tell your family?
I'll just know how to at least cook healthier things.
Manage your diet.
And portion sizes as well, portion sizes.
That's the main thing you've come here for, ain't it? You ain't just come here just to lose weight or...
Oh, yes, actually. I have zero confidence, that's the problem. Like in school, I can't eat in front of people. I'm just scared that everyone's looking.
I used to think like that as well, exactly like that.
Basically on school days, like I either have to find a place where nobody's standing or sitting to eat.
Okay.
Or I don't eat anything during the day. If I feel like someone's looking at me, I go into my phone to kind of isolate myself.
Situation sort of thing.
Yeah. I'm just always scared that they're laughing. Like I can't walk through school by myself. And every morning I feel so uncomfortable and so insecure until I'm kind of reached the classroom where my friends are sitting. I just think it's slowly kicking in that how insecure I am.
It's 3 weeks into the course, but 13-year-old Stephen is still not settled. And Stephen's dad has been asked to come to the camp.
The reason we've had to put a camper contract together is because Stephen's been wandering around, like, out of sessions quite a bit. There's been a few sort of slightly violent outbursts, would you say, guys? And that sort of behaviour is absolutely, as you can imagine, unacceptable. Yeah, and then it's getting to a stage. If he's going to break this contract, he will lose the privilege of being at this programme.
If you lose this privilege, you're going to lose a lot more than this, mate. Because if you can't act this, you're not going to act army. And as soon as you come home, your uniform's gone, I'll take you straight out at cadets, yeah? And you will be grounded for the rest of the summer holidays. It's not going to happen, mate. Don't start getting upset.
When my dad said he's on about getting me to quit cadets, I was starting to get upset because I really wanted to stay in cadets, to get into the real army.
You will not get away with behaviour like this if you join the army.
You'll be damn gathering, mate. Trust me, been there, done that, got the T-shirt. You need to stop this stupid, childish behaviour. And it needs to stop now. Yeah? This opportunity, yeah, is the chance of a lifetime. Don't blow it. You're going to do this, you're going to complete it, and you're going to come out a changed person.
Right.
Yeah? So it stops today, mate. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
Look at this then, yeah?
The staff want Stephen to sign a behaviour contract. If he breaks it, he will be asked to leave.
Do not attempt to harm any member of staff or other campers. Do not swear at any time. Okay, so do you understand all those?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right, so if you could put your name there, please.
Thank you very much.
Good lad.
I think if Stephen improves his behaviour, I think he'll be more embraced by the group. He'll be more embraced by staff as well. We always try and help him, but, you know, it is difficult at times. But if he was to go with this and to improve his behaviour, he'll reap the benefits of that, and he'll get the most out of this process, but also he'll take the things that he's learned into his day-to-day life when he goes home.
Young people are supposed to do 60 minutes of exercise every day. But nowadays, only a quarter of kids actually manage this.
Our attitude to physical activity, sport or exercise is doing something you enjoy, doing it with your friends and doing it in a way that makes you happy and feel confident about yourself.
Right, guys! In the UK, 1 in 3 kids are classified as obese. At camp, the idea is that being surrounded by others with similar weight issues means that fear and embarrassment won't stop them taking part in sport and exercise.
The good thing is one doesn't feel scared because everybody around you came here for the same reason. It's to change their life, and if one doesn't feel nervous that somebody could be making fun of you, and it's a pleasant environment to be in.
People here, like, the same size or a bit bigger, they're like, I feel like a bit more comfortable with them. As like, we're all here for a reason and we just need to like get it done.
The boys are taking part in a swimming lesson.
When I go swimming here, I'll be more confident because other people like the same size as me.
But less than 24 hours after signing his behaviour contract, Stephen's back in trouble.
Stephen's had a couple of issues this morning. In the pool, he got into a bit of a scuffle with one of the other lads. I asked him to get out, he then swore at me. That's not my decision whether he will be leaving camp. I'll speak to management, but for now he's on camp and we'll go from there.
Following an emergency staff meeting, camp leaders Tay and Josh seek out Stephen.
Making a blockade?
Yes. Again.
Stephen, you sit down here, please, mate. Right. So remember yesterday when we filled this out and signed this out?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We went through it and you've signed it, okay? This morning at swimming, you've broke no less than 4 of the conditions on here. You've now made a decision to break this contract. Your dad is going to be coming to pick you up later today. Do you understand?
Can you give me one more chance, please? And this time I won't mess it up.
I'm sorry, but the decision's been made.
Oh, I want to stay here, though.
Stephen did get really upset, and in my opinion, it was genuine. But we need all of the kids to get on board with the programme and our ethos as quickly as possible, just without having to enforce it on them.
I want to stay at this camp until my day's up. I just want one more chance, please.
You've had your final chance, you've had numerous chances, and we've been explaining to you over and over again how important it is. And this is, I'm afraid, it's the only way this is going to sink in. All right?
I didn't think they'd follow through and kick me out, but obviously they did. The thing I thought was, oh no, I've messed it up.
Stephen's time at camp is over.
Stephen definitely showed positive signs. The fact that he wanted to join the army was a great incentive for him to keep going with this, and we were trying to build on that. It's just a shame that it was cut so short.
It's just this minute clicked. I do need to learn a lesson instead of messing around all my life, just behave, but it's obviously too late now.
I was very disappointed in him. I knew I was disappointed in him. I would have liked him to complete what he'd set out to do.
The hardest part, some of the kids we couldn't get through to. I always get disappointed with it, but at the same time, I always know it's coming. You cannot save all of them. You just try your best, that's all you can do. I'll say it's about every child that comes here. They will benefit in some way, shape or form.
Off you go. Good.
When she arrived, 14-year-old Rinat hated the camp, especially all the compulsory exercise. But as the weeks have passed, she's finally started to engage.
my attitude to food is changed, and like I see that I'm always want to go to the gym, I'm always asking to go to the gym, and what's wrong with me, why am I wanting to go to the gym? And it's like I'm really happy that it happened, because like it's so good to go to the gym, and it's so good not to think about food like I was thinking about food. So really happy this change happened.
Today, it's the last 2-mile challenge. Previously, Rinat refused to run the course and was disqualified for taking a shortcut. Now she's determined to complete the challenge.
So I will try, maybe I just walk, but I just want to finish it. I will try to run, but I will do the best I can. I really hope I can, because I'm really bad in running, so I will just try to do my best.
But what the 2-mile challenge does is, because it's up to them to challenge themselves, they can't win or they can't lose. All they can do is better their result. And every week that they see progress, they then take ownership of that challenge itself and push themselves harder and harder and harder. That is demonstrating success, not failure.
Keep your legs a little bit quicker. Like this. Oh my God, my legs is burning.
Rinat pushes herself harder than she has ever done before.
You can do it, you can do it, what we can do. Yes. I can't breathe. Cass, you know how much time I did? 29.7. 29? I did less than 30.
It's a personal best for Rinat.
I'm happy because I ran. I don't really care about the time. I'm just happy I ran. Really proud of myself.
The 5-week course is coming to an end, and today it's the final weigh-in.
2.4 kilograms, which is really good.
When her twin sister left 2 weeks into the course, 15-year-old Amy struggled, but stuck with it. She arrived weighing 16 stone and was at serious risk of a heart attack or stroke.
So you've lost 2.5 kilos, which is...
Amy has lost more weight than any other girl on camp, over 1 stone in total.
5.85 pounds, well done.
I'm really not going to impress anywhere near that.
I do think my biggest achievement is the weight I've lost, because I never thought I could. Like, I came here expecting to lose about, 2 kilograms, something like that. So, yeah, I think I've really, pushed myself and done better than I thought I could.
Despite her newfound love of exercise, for Rinat, her results are surprising.
You've not put weight on.
Yes, I would.
No, last week you weighed 70.9, now it's 70.7. It's just... It fluctuates every day.
That's normal.
Yeah, every day you weigh a different weight.
What did I lose? 200 grams.
For Professor Paul Gately, it's not the amount of weight that's lost, but the change in the camper's attitude that's most important.
It's not that they learn how many calories are in an apple. It's actually that they learn how to overcome the many barriers and challenges that they face.
This could be the first step towards a healthy future for Rinat.
I want to lose 20, 25 kilos to get there. And I really hope I can do it in home with the help of everyone. And I did already here a little bit, but I hope I can continue the change at home. And I hope I really can do it, because if I can do it, so I will be so happy. It will be the best thing in my life, I think, if I really can do it.
It's the last night at camp, and staff have organised a graduation ceremony to celebrate the campers' achievements.
Welcome everyone to graduation!
Most inspirational, without a doubt, it's Sebastian.
When I get home, I just need to make sure that no one pushes me, that I push myself, that I'm the person who shows the will to progress, to lose weight, to live healthier.
For best singer, does anyone know who this is? Yes, sure, you know,
I've lost over a stone at camp and I'm very, very happy with myself. I'm very confident. I feel much better in myself and I feel like I can achieve much more in the future.
It's been a pleasure watching you grow over the last 5 weeks. Little Miss Caring, Amy.
I really don't want to go home. Like, I'm going to miss it so much, and it's been like the biggest like opportunity I've had, and like so far. And it's just been so good. I've really enjoyed it.
Between them, the campers have lost over 50 stone.
My attitude has changed to food and to sports. Now I just want to do like sports as much as I can, and just like I just ask to wake up in 6:30 in the morning to go to the gym. It's like my attitude is like seriously changed.
Since camp, Rinat goes to the gym 3 times a week after school and has cut down on both sweets and portion sizes. Stephen has lost a further 2 stone and is still a keen cadet. He has also started anger management classes at school. Sebastian has maintained the weight he lost and taken up hiking. He has overcome his fear of eating in public and is making new friends. Jordan has lost another 2 stone, and every day after college, he does a 2-mile run. Amy and Beth have lost a total of 73 pounds. Amy's been discharged from hospital and is no longer at risk from high blood pressure.
Click on screen for more videos of extraordinary humans.